Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
I'm going to call the meeting to order. No, there's no public I can see. So I'll entertain a motion to accept the, approve the electrical work, $210 more than previously planned.
I move that we accept the amended bid from Lawrence and Lober for completing the electrical work on the storage building at a cost of $4,595, which is $210 more than the amount which we approved on January 4th of this year.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Opposed? Okay. Is there further business?
Yeah, I think there may be.
I promised at Fact TV that it was going to be a 15-minute meeting.
Well, I believe that we need to approve Alex's request to borrow $3,000 from the capital reserve and transfer to the general fund.
I think that's a good idea.
Are we allowed to, if it wasn't on the agenda and it's a money spending thing, or it's just actually just moving it around, right?
We're not spending anything, and
Okay, that's right. We're just moving it around.
he at the annual meeting, we authorized the treasurer to borrow money,
Right.
subject to approval of the board. So all we need to do is approve something that's
Okay.
taken care of.
So did you make a motion?
I will. I move that we authorize Alex Barrett to transfer $3,000 from the capital reserve to the general fund to meet expenses prior to collection of taxes.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 3 ayes. Is there other business?
Carl, you sent a message that said something like FYI traffic ordinance. Is that anything we need to be updated on?
You remember that I sent the draft ordinance to the town, and their ordinance committee never met. And so I moved on and I sent it to the sheriff for any comment before we move further. So those were just his comments.
Okay, so this is material for us to read and absorb before the next meeting?
Yeah, it's just, I heard from him today and I thought I would pass it on before it got lost in my email.
Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to make sure we touch base since I saw that just before I logged on.
We'll want to discuss his comment about commercial traffic, I think. And then we'll want to talk to Vermont League of Cities and Towns about what they think of it. And when I last talked to them, they said that they would be able to provide some legal review. So, and that would be, I think, the final step before presenting it to the village.
Okay, sounds good to me.
We're about 6 months behind where I hoped I would be, but things have been moving slow. Well, I've been moving slow.
Well, we also have a pandemic.
Yeah.
Puts a kibosh on things. All right.
Seems to be moving very fast. So anyway, that's just an FYI for the next meeting.
All
Okay.
right.
Sounds good to me.
Who will, well, you guys can decide who's going to make up the agenda.
For the first meeting?
Yeah.
I can also report that I have heard from Sam Maskell, and she is very happy to provide tech help. She'll be paid by the Rockingham Free Public Library. I assume she said it will be part of her official duties. So she will be available to help with any technical issues that come up when people log in.
At the annual meeting. At the
At the
annual meeting.
annual meeting, yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have any And has anybody reached out to indicate that they want to meet at the firehouse, Louise?
No, I have not heard from anyone. I will send out another email to remind people.
I saw it in the shopper today, so that was good.
Good.
And I know it's also appeared in the Brattleboro Reformer. I don't know
right.
how many people read
Yeah.
newspapers anymore, but it's
Well,
good to see both of those notices.
And I emailed Guy about the nominations, and also to ask him to urge people to check into chat so that I'll have the names
Yep.
of everybody.
Right.
And could you spell, is it Sam?
It's Sam. It's actually short for Samantha, but she uses Sam, and her last name is Maskell, Maskell. She works for the Rockingham Free Public Library.
Okay. Thank you.
I felt really reassured by that. I don't know. I've had my own issues with different devices and, just we certainly want to make sure that everybody who wants to can participate. So it seemed to me to be maybe a little overcautious, but a sensible idea.
So she'll be logging into the meeting, and how will people get help from her?
So she will do a brief run through of how to use the platform and give a way for people to contact her
you mean while
things are happening.
To the whole group, she will say that.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Guy has to introduce her and have her tell what
Mhm.
she's doing. Okay.
Yep.
And I would suggest strongly that everybody try to log into the Zoom at least 5 minutes before the time that it starts, because, if we're down to the wire, it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we should do, and other people too. Yeah. So we're ready to go right at 7:00.
Right. I think maybe Louise, actually, you should probably be the one to announce Sam will be available.
Okay. Okay.
Because we won't have elected Guy yet. Electing him is the first article.
Well, he's elected from last year. He's still in office.
Well, that's true.
Until the next week.
But don't you normally
I have
nominations of the moderator?
Yeah. He steps down. He calls the meeting to order.
Okay.
And then when it's time for him to be elected, he steps down and I take over.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
we'll just have him introduce her then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Amy wants to do it. Since
I think I'm very happy to have you do it, Louise.
Oh, okay.
Or Guy.
Okay.
Do you want
Guy?
you want Guy to?
Yeah.
You want Guy to?
That's, so there's not a lot of different people talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make
Yeah.
it smoother.
We'll let Guy do that
Okay.
to start, since he's going to be calling the meeting to order.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Not for me.
Oh gosh.
I've been accosting people and telling them to log in and watch the meeting, but I don't know if they actually will or not.
Well, we had quite a good turnout last year.
We did, yeah.
We only need 30 people. So, and there are some people who are attending who may not be residents, and I will alert you ahead of time, Carl.
Okay. Now I have a question for the two of you.
Yeah.
Either of you, who knows. For purposes of a quorum, do our residents need to only be residents, or do they need to be registered voters?
Registered voters.
That's what the bylaws say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
should we ask them if they're registered voters, or should we?
I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we'll ask them to sign in as registered voters instead of as residents.
Yep. And Guy is alert and knows the, I want to say formula. There are phrases you use to allow people who are not registered voters to speak when it's advantageous to the meeting to hear from them. So he's on top of that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's experienced at this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Are we breaking a record here? It's 9 minutes.
We could continue to talk if you got the record. But if you want to go out on a high note, Louise, this is your chance.
Record shortest meeting. All right. Anything else?
Do we need to do anything further with the wastewater treatment plant shed? The question about the lock?
No, he's waiting for it to come.
Okay.
I had a tour of it today. It's
Oh, great.
very nice.
Good, good.
Rob was putting away the snowplow,
Terrific.
being a little optimistic, I think.
Well, if he puts it away, that's a sure sign we'll have a blizzard.
That's right. That's right.
Right on him.
Okay.
I
Any-
move to adjourn then.
Oh, good. All right. Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, good. See you around the quad.